Afternoon Sports Slay with the Queen, Micah K. Remember, I'm doing this for the love of the game. This is Basketball Wine Wednesdays. All my Slayers and Slayettes, make sure you tap in. Make sure you got them wine glasses out. You know it's the holidays. You know you might have just got off from work. Get the glasses out. Take you a little sip. Relax, enjoy, and just watch the Queen talk about some sports, okay? Now, let's talk about the biggest topic at hand in the NBA streets right now. It would definitely have to be James Harden, okay? Especially on Twitter. NBA Twitter is on fire today, okay? December 8th. Now, let's get into it. Rockets All-Star James Harden, who has expressed a desire to be traded, okay, to Philadelphia, even though there might not be a path to get there, because if the Sixers intend on keeping Joel Embiid and Ben Simmons. Now, Woj reported. Now, anybody that follows the NBA knows about Woj. Woj reported Harden has arrived in Houston and tested in accordance with the NBA's protocol, okay? This is for Tuesday because this will be released on Wednesday. So make sure you guys, follow, okay? Follow with me. This happened around 2:11 p.m. This is when Woj reported this information. Now, you know this is Basketball Wine Wednesday, so the question of the day I have for all my Slayers and Slayettes and everybody that is new, okay, do you feel Harden should stick it out in Houston or leave and go somewhere else? Because, of course, or go somewhere else like the Nets or Sixers, because that's where it seems like the two destination spots that he would really want to go to. So that's the question. Do you think he should stay in Houston or should he leave? All right. Now, I also have some tweets that I will definitely let you guys see. Make sure you tap into that. Let's get into the tweet that Bobby Marks posted, okay? He is an insider. Bobby Marks said, and the tweet states, James Harden does not have veto power on any trade and still has 3 years left on his contract, okay? All 29 teams should be open for business. Now, most of you should know too, right now, Rockets let go of Russell Westbrook is with the Washington Wizards. That was a very significant trade, and John Wall is now with the Rockets. The question I want to ask my Slayers and Slayettes as well, has James Harden delivered like he's supposed to? Okay, we got to get into that as well. Let me know, do you really feel like James Harden put in the work, in particular during the playoffs? Let's say about the last 3 or 4 years. A lot of juice surrounding James Harden. We definitely gonna get into some other things besides just today, because I know this is going to be an ongoing conversation. This can become a heated debate because in the past, when talking about James Harden, and in particular with my favorite player or other players, like if you at a barbershop or if you out with your friends or certain things like that, people can get real, feel some type of way. A lot of people love James Harden because he is one of the most offensively skilled players to ever touch the court in the NBA, okay? He is unguardable. But there are still certain things in Harden's game as far as, let's say, just not his skill set, but his leadership abilities. Is he the leader that he needs to be? Is he that one can take a team to the promised land and really get the ring? Also, I'm going to pull up what James Harden's mom said on IG. Now, I am not going to read the full thing, but I am going to basically just share just one little sentence that she said. She said he asked for a chance to get a ring. That's it. All right? So basically, she's letting us know, listen, the NBA is a business and my son has put in the work. All he wants is a ring, okay? So, like I said before, I'm not going to go take a real deep dive today, but we definitely going to get into more things about Harden and basically telling you guys, I'm going to tell you guys how I feel about as far as Harden, the player and the leader on and off the court, all right? Now, let's get into some other things as well. James Harden did miss the first day of team practice due to COVID-19 protocols. That's what sources are saying. First-year coach Stephen Silas told via ESPN, he didn't show up to his scheduled individual workout on Sunday night. Now, let's also talk about Sports Illustrated writer said a person familiar with James Harden's thinking described the Rockets culture as toxic, okay? He's saying that it's very toxic and called them the Knicks of the South. Now, does anybody agree with this statement? all my NBA fans that are really tapped in, that really watch the NBA night in and night out, really understands the players' movements, I need to know, do you agree with this statement? And once again, should Harden be held accountable? Okay? Now, I'm also going to discuss, not this time around, but I'm going to make a connection because you know that LeBron James is my favorite player. I am going to discuss his movements with him leaving certain teams and controlling his own destiny. I'm going to make the connection in what James Harden is doing right now. And I'm definitely going to dissect the LeBron interview on the Road Tripping podcast with Richard Jefferson, and Channing Frye was on there as well. All right? Now, because I have to discuss LeBron James' business, okay? Because listen, his business is just as great. He is just as great as a businessman as a basketball player on and off the court. Now, I'm done for now. It's so much more on the way. It's definitely going to be more Harden juice. It's going to be Harden part 2. Just like, listen, I still got Leave It to Weaver part 2 coming soon. It's a lot of NBA juice that I will be discussing in the near future. So make sure all my Slayers and Slayettes are tapped in. And if you are new to my channel, remember to hit that subscribe button. Remember to hit that like button. Remember to hit that notification bell. And also remember, I'm doing this for the love of the game. This is my passion. Let's get these subscribers up, okay? Make sure you are hitting that subscribe button if you like what you hear. Also, since this is Basketball Wine Wednesdays, I'm definitely going to take a sip with you guys, of course. Listen. All right. Had to do it. Nice little sweet taste. Listen, Sweet Revenge is it, and it's very inexpensive. But I want to ask all my Slayers and Slayettes, do you guys have any new wine suggestions for the queen? Okay, make sure you tap in. I would love to, know any new wine, whether it's red, white, I would still try it. I definitely have a couple new wines that I will definitely be premiering or revealing on the show. Trust me, I'm going to taste them, and then I'm also going to tell you guys how I like them, okay? Now, this is Afternoon Sports Slay. It's so much more on the way. This is the Queen, Micah K, and I'm out.